Plenty in Company. Plenty in Company is a company that does indoor farming, and you can find them a lot of the major cities around the country are finding out that for very little investment, they can get fresh greens. It's something like having a farmer's market. Your farm is sitting inside your building. Well, like airports, which are on, lights are on, places that where the lights are on all the time, you can grow food. And when you happen to have restaurants inside of malls and that, you can get a fresh supply of food. And many malls, as I've said before, not only have malls growing food, trees, apple trees, behind little fences areas, but they also have beehives in these places. They all say, don't feed the bees. They're learning that to grow food. And even if you're sitting in California, because many places like the Food Belt was sitting underwater last year, most likely still sitting underwater this year. If you're growing your food source within inside of a building, it's on a 24-hour base. You control the temperature. In California, hey, it goes up at 111 degrees or 120 degrees or 130 degrees. Everything in the field wilts. And now you're getting hot houses, which are plastic sheeting sitting on rolls of farmers' fields to keep the product from drying out, getting hit with rays. Of course, at ground level, it's a higher temperature. But Plenty in Company has one of these things to grow food inside buildings, warehouses, temperature control, air control, temperature control, insect control. Insects are a real nasty one. The only insects they have for flowering plants are their own bees, which you don't have to worry about pesticides. Which is the initial setup, and you can have robots going in there and picking the food, or him going there. I would rather pick food. I shouldn't say that. I don't pick food. But you're going to be talking about grapevines. Yeah. You're going to have grapevines growing. Grapes under controlled conditions. You can harvest grapes faster. You can harvest a lot of stuff faster. If you've got grapes can grow up, grow out. Trees that are, instead of branching out, are growing up a vine area. Deliver your oranges, your lemons, or what other flowering thing inside of a building. Is it cheaper and expensive? Well, it's cheaper because you control the weather. You control the moisture. You control insects. You don't have insects. You don't have insects. You can control the insect population or not. The only insects you have flying around are bees, honeybees. You control everything within that thing. They don't have to worry about ants. They don't have to be under stress. Beehives go under stress. I used to have little bumblebee queen, and got her a nest off the ground. Then she didn't have to worry about anything else. Ants, we'll put a little ant traps out there. She had a bumblebee thing, which helped her in the winter time. She would be in the garage, and she would have a little light there. And what queen bees usually do is tell the workers, get lost. Well, she had workers all year round. Bumblebee, yeah. It lasted a couple years, and then she flew off somewhere else with that thing. I guess she flew off, but I left Bumblebee, honey, behind. But you control everything. Planting is and literally you're growing food enough where you can pick for your food every couple of days. That is profitable.